Hey all, welcome back to another video here with me, Rich, on Rich Aesthetic. I know it's been a while, and you may not know this, but I'm in a new space. I hope I've been able to fool you with setting it up similarly. And over the last summer, I was traveling in Germany, visiting my mom, my grandma, and then seeing, some old friends, even some friends from way back when I was a wee little baby. And I don't know them as an adult, as a teenager, as a youth in any way. So that was kind of cool, being able to hang out with them. One of the things I was able to do was get the LARQ Bottle PureVis 2 and try that out. I was going to do a review video, but after using it, I don't think it's worth doing a full review on it. And instead, this is a comparison video to the HidrateSpark water bottles, both the original HidrateSpark Pro that I have, as well as the HidrateSpark Pro 2, because I have some thoughts. So if you want to know more, stick around and get all the details. Chapter markers down below, and let's jump into this. First up, both bottles are water tracking bottles, right? They sync with your phone, tell your phone and then the health app how much water you drank. So I think accuracy is going to be the first chapter that I do. And let me just say this, the LARQ is an inaccurate bottle. I tested it that whole week. Numbers were all over the place. So I got a pitcher, filled it up to 400 milliliters, poured out a little bit, got the wrong number. Poured out a little bit, got the wrong number over and over again. So let me give you the exact numbers. This first pour here, poured out 200 milliliters. It logged 123. Poured out the next 200 milliliters and it logged 147. So that's about 130 milliliters short. Refill the bottle back to 400. Poured 55 out, it logged 122. Poured 95 out, it logged 42. And then I poured out the rest and it logged 244, which in total was 408 milliliters. So that one's like a, margin of error type thing, right? But the first one was 130 milliliters short. That's not good. By comparison, when I did the HidrateSpark Pro, which is what I had there, the 32 ounce, it logged 399 or something. And it's a joke how inaccurate the LARQ is when it comes to smart bottle features. So I contact customer service and I'm like, hey, is this, the way it's supposed to be going? And it's like, you want to make sure that you fill out the bottle, drink in small swigs, and then set it down on a flat surface so it, has a chance to log it well. Like, okay, cool. That's exactly what I did. As you can see here, didn't work. And then if you go into the marketing, the bottle is marketed as an adventure bottle. I mean, it comes with a filter, which to be able to pour out, I took off the straw with the filter so I could just pour out the water, but it has this filter system, which that's awesome. When you're out and about, your chances for being able to be in this controlled environment with like a flat table service and whatnot, you're not going to have that. So just imagine all of the false flags that you're going to get with that bottle. And speaking, and I'll get into this later with the sensors, but speaking to the accuracy, you cannot get the accurate read at all when you're using a warm liquid because the sensor can get fogged up. So next, let's discuss the sensors a bit. The LARQ has a light sensor that's up in the bottle cap. Charges via USB-C, awesome. You know that it's recorded how much water has been filled in the bottle when it lights up blue, and then after you drink, it lights white real quick. That's cool and helpful, but you can see because of the light sensor, that's what's fogging up and why it won't work. In comparison, the HidrateSpark bottles, they have a scale in the bottom of the bottle. It won't be able to log anything until the scale can properly work, which of course won't happen until you set it down on a flat surface. So while that can be annoying, it's not going to have, if ever, any false reads. But past that, I mean, it's going by the weight of what has left the bottle, not some 3D scan of what's inside the bottle. I don't think we're there yet for that. The nice thing is the HidrateSpark Pro 2 bottles also charge via USB-C, and both of the bottles claim 2 to 3 weeks of battery life. The HidrateSpark also glows. It has a cooler glow, and I'm going to talk about that with the bottle design in a moment. The LARQ Bottle PureVis 2 is like $120, which I find a little expensive, whereas the HidrateSpark is $80, which is also kind of expensive, but at least it is accurate. Next up, design, which is obviously subjective, so take this with a grain of salt. In my opinion, the LARQ bottles look really like sophisticated. I love this beige color that I have featured here in the video, and that's kind of their whole color palette, like earthly tones. Whereas the HidrateSpark bottles, they feel a little, I wouldn't call it professional. I mean, it's just black and white, like straight black, straight white, not even off-white. So it's, you know, not really my cup of tea. The bottle glows I do prefer on the HidrateSpark. You can choose the color, set it to what you want, which is nice, so you can choose to keep like more of a professional look or go with like a really fun rainbow look or any color that you want. Whereas the LARQ is a little bit more limited there with the little ring of light it has in the bottle cap. Going into the feel, the original HidrateSpark Pro that I have, it's got like a smooth paint finish. The Spark Pro 2, it's got a little bit of a rougher feel. I don't know, to me feels a little cheap. So you'll have to try that out for yourself maybe. The LARQ has a nice sleek feel to it. The caps on both are nice. They both have a handle. The LARQ one is removable. However, after removing it and putting it back on, it starts squeaking a bit, but you know, nothing a little bit of WD-40 won't fix. The HidrateSpark Pro 2 handle is integrated in the lid, which is a nice touch, but it kind of feels cheap. Just going with accuracy and design, like man, if the companies could just merge, it would be so great, because LARQ's got the design down and Hydrate has got the tracking down. Starting with LARQ again, it has a much nicer app. It's kind of flat, but it feels like iOS. It would be cool if they, in iOS 26, give it a little bit more life with some liquid design touches. I think it would be so cool if the ring filling in for like your water goal tracking, if that would be like liquid glass, could be super cool. Hydrate, I don't know who makes HidrateSpark. They have a presence on Facebook, which I feel is a little out of touch with reality now. And also the app just feels like it's straight out of Android. I mean, it's bad. It's got friend tracking and puts them around the ring, but like sometimes the background of the app is black, but there will be color, which could be a bug. I don't know.
Hey, Editor Rich here. I just wanted to say what I mean by the app is bad is it's the way it feels. Like navigating through the app doesn't feel like you're on iOS. It looks fine, as you can see in the screenshot, and as I was looking, I realized I wasn't clear as to what I meant there. But if you actually interact with the app, there's no like haptic touch feedback on any of the buttons, such as like adding a drink where you might expect haptic touch feedback to occur. And also like when you press on the buttons, it happens, but it's not animated in. There's no like new SF symbols that have the animation functions to show you progress of tapping on the button and whatnot. So that's what I mean by the app is bad.
Lastly, let me get into a couple of the other features. So the HidrateSpark Pro 2 has got Find My integration. I haven't been able to get this working yet. Could be a couple of things, maybe because I'm living in China, but the message I'm getting is because I'm not on the correct version of iOS, tells me to update. Once I find out more, I'll publish a short and have that link down below in the comments. Like I said earlier, LARQ is marketing itself towards adventurous people, so it's got this really cool filter thing, which also comes with a bit of a subscription, because the filters do wear out after a month to 3 months, I think is what it says. So they're $10, and I think you get 3 a pop. If I'm wrong, details will be here in the side panel. The great thing is both charge via USB-C, and they both have lighting to show when the bottle has been filled with water, and it's recognized that, as well as when you drink. So at the end of the day, which bottle would I choose? Well, it comes out to, pretty simple decision, to be honest. You're either going for tracking your water hydration, or you're going for an adventure bottle that allows you to drink water from any source you find in a safe manner, and also be able to track your hydration to some extent. If you're for the latter, well, go with the LARQ. If you're going for the hydration data, well, go with the Hydrate. I've been tracking my water intake for years now. I'm becoming a bit of a data nerd, getting more and more into tracking different points of data, so the Hydrate is the bottle for me. Would I like the LARQ things? Yeah, for sure, but the LARQ's just not there with their water tracking tech. So if you liked the video, consider hitting that like button and subscribing for more videos like this. Leave a comment down below letting us know if you got either of the bottles or if you were unsure and now maybe are going to be able to make a decision. And until the next one, Rich Aesthetic out. Peace.